Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I've got the Terrific Taurus January 2024 horoscope. Happy New Year to everyone. Let's go to the board now. There are some exciting things happening for you, Taurus. But first, what we'll do is draw two tarot cards as theme cards for this month, January 2024. What am I seeing? Right, it strikes me that you may have been through a bit of a difficult time, especially in recent months. There could have been a few tears shed, or maybe you felt a bit sad about something. However, it's time to put the boxes of tissues away because there are other exciting things on the agenda coming up for you in January. The card that comes out is the Two of Cups. This card keeps coming out, so it's quite amazing. I reckon I've drawn it about 6 times in the last week or so, all the live streams I've been doing. It's all about healing. It's all about coming together with an energy that is opposite to you in some way. Maybe there's been a relationship with somebody and it's been off and on, or it's been turbulent or very difficult. But however, the two snakes here do give the energy for healing, and sometimes snakes bite you. And it's interesting, this morning I opened my power box. We've just been through a terrible time in Queensland with really bad storms, and we had a cyclone is what I'm calling it, but it wasn't classified as a cyclone technically, but it was certainly like a cyclone. I opened my power box this morning because there's no power, and anyway, there's a snake in the power box. So this card keeps coming up. It's all about snakes. It's transformation, and healing is coming to you. The angels are watching out for you, and this opposite energy that you just haven't been able to get where you want to with this energy is coming into your personality and it'll make you more powerful. In short, cut a long story short, it'll make you more powerful. The other person, if there is another person, sometimes it's a thing like a job even, the other partner, party, whatever you want to call it, is just a reflection of what's really in your subconscious, and they're showing you through their actions that this energy is in you. So it's coming up and it's coming into your personality. So it's really good news, really healing news. Let's look at the second half of the month for you, Taurus. What do I see? I don't know what this is, a drum going around, spinning around, and it's just going like this. Sometimes you might feel like you're going in circles. However, circles are also another symbol of completion. This card is a symbol that things are coming together, and then we have this picture of a circle going around and around, spinning. A bit volatile it is. There's a picture here, I don't know what it is, something to do with hands, leather straps and fingers, leather straps around your fingers. I don't know, maybe you feel like your hands are tied in some way. There might be a little game going on here and you're a participant in a game. Do you want to be there? It's up to you. The card that comes out is the Eight of Pentacles. This is fabulous. It is about your career, your work, what you do to get money. And it's basically saying if you can work with an element of creativity and spirituality, because even though this is Pentacles and it's about money, there's still an element of spirituality and creativity here, especially working with your hands, even if that's typing, for example, in these modern days. But you can be justly rewarded for the work that you do, and you can, if you're diligent, you can do really good work, you'll be justly rewarded. So there's something there about your finances improving. When we actually look at your horoscope here, we see the shared finances. There's a fair bit going on, and we have Mars, Mercury and Venus, but they're all leaving this house soon, and they're going into the next house, which is going to make your life much bigger, and there's a lot more energy going into your house of the higher mind. So firstly, the new moon is going into Capricorn on the 11th, bringing a new beginning to your house of the higher mind. So there's a real party going on here. with a lot of activity. You could be thinking about retraining or learning something, and it could even be formalised study, maybe even a university or a technical college or something. A course which is very scheduled and formalised could be on the agenda, but also your spirituality, any connections with overseas. You may find that overseas connections really start to take off this month. There's also a full moon in Leo on the 25th of the month here in your house of home and family. And it's like a spotlight is being shone here because there's some issues around house and family that you need to deal with. Perhaps you need to deal with them in concert with what's going on here in your house of the higher mind, because the full moon will come in and at some point it's going to be opposite some of these planets and or your MC, so there could be a few challenges around that. Mercury's turning direct on the 1st of January, however. This is good news because you're starting a new year and a new month with a planet that was retrograde, causing a bit of problems, no doubt. It's now moving forward again from the 1st. There is a shadow period of about 7 days, so it doesn't mean it's all over Red Rover, but it does mean that gradually the retrograde energy recedes and you'll feel like you're moving forward in life again. We have Mercury going into Capricorn on the 13th. Here in my expertly drawn glyph of Mercury, also joining the higher mind party here. Lots of brilliant ideas, lots of communications going on. Then we have the Sun and Pluto going into Aquarius on the same day, the 20th of the month. This is great news. It brings insight and awareness as things are being fundamentally restructured. There's a lot of transformation going on to do with career. You could change your job, you could change your career and go into something entirely different, or maybe even something that you used to do, because Pluto is often about rebirth. So you may have had a previous career that sort of died, it went away and you did something else, and now it's coming back to you in a new form. That's quite possible. Pluto is about birth, death and rebirth. So something can be reborn to do with your public life, your career, your mission in life, your vocation, or maybe even to do with authority figures such as a parent, particularly the mother, because this house, the 10th house, is traditionally associated with the mother. But nowadays, of course, there's a lot of role reversals and changes. So sometimes it's the father. So it depends who's doing what. But it was the mother traditionally. So Pluto and the Sun there is that is quite a good omen. The Sun is really giving you insight and really enlightening you. The Sun, of course, travels much quicker in the chart than Pluto does. Pluto only moves about 1 to 1.5 degrees per year, so it's going to be right here on the borderline of your 9th house all year pretty well, and the Sun's going to shoot through there fairly quickly. So but while it's there, it's going to give you a really great eye-opener as to what's really going on. Venus is going into Capricorn on the 20th here as well, joining this party. The other thing to note is Venus is not going retrograde this year. It's certainly not going retrograde this month. So it could bring in Capricorn really physical results that can be manifested here on Earth in a real life situation. And you might find there's a lot of courtesy, politeness and balance concerning any training you do, any education, any connections with other countries or with foreign people, and with your spirituality as well. Uranus is going direct on the 27th of the 1st. Most people won't really notice this. It is here in your first house, so you could be quite surprising to other people. They might perceive you as being surprising or even unpredictable. You might also be perceived as understanding a lot about science or technology in comparison to them, for example. And then we have Mars also going into Capricorn. I've put it right down the bottom, should be up the top. That's on the 4th. That's up here. That's going to give you a lot of drive and ambition and energy with all of your overseas projects or whatever it is you're doing with foreign people. Also with any spiritual projects you might be undertaking, or maybe even philosophy might become more interesting to you. As the house of the higher mind, it's the big picture items that you're looking at rather than the little details. So that's it, Terrific Taurus. It's quite an exciting month for you. You should get a sense of moving ahead and accomplishing something in January 2024. Thank you so much for listening, and a very happy new year to all. I just want to wish you the very best for 2024. It's certainly going to be a big year for many people. Thanks so much. Leave a comment and a like, that'd be fabulous. And don't forget to subscribe if you're if you haven't subscribed yet. Thanks again, and bye for now.